Hey, Merry Christmas, guys. How's everyone doing? Hi. Hello, hello. Hi from Avengers Tower in New York City. Would have been from the vents, but I told Clint no. We have a perfectly good tree, so I'm going to broadcast in front of that instead, because that's more fun. Hi, TikTok on this side. Hi, Instagram on this side. I'm so excited to be back. Peter invites me to do his little Spidey Stories every year. And I always do the one right before Christmas Eve. So we've got some fun stories lined up today. The first one we're going to read is a classic, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Very fun. And then we've also got, because we're coming up on that time, The Night Before Christmas, another classic. See, I picked these ones because they're really good about branding, and I feel like we need to remember that. So, Tia's on my live. Hey, Tia. Good to see you. And Katie's on TikTok. Good to see you, Katie. We are named twins, and I love that. See, you got the branding. It's all about the branding. W branding. Everybody knows. Midnight your time. That's crazy late. Actually, it's not that crazy. Clint and I have stayed up till we've pulled a couple full all-nighters before doing missions, and it's been a little stressful. Not gonna lie. What's your opinion on Clint getting picked for Marvel Rivals and not you? I mean, that was all me. I told them to put him in there instead of me because he really needs to up his branding, guys. It's bad. Nobody recognizes him because he's not branding himself. So we're trying to fix the problem, and I said, you know what? I've got a skin in Fortnite, so you can start with Marvel Rivals. And eventually I'll hopefully show up. But Clint can be first. So, love the tree. Thank you. It's not as big as the big tree in New York, but it's pretty close. Pretty close. If you stand really far away and look at it from a distance, it's kind of close. How's the East Coast Christmas? It's going good. Yelena came to visit. We had some macaroni with hot sauce again. It's tradition at this point. We have to do it every year. And yeah, I'm excited to do this Spidey Stories for you. Peter's been killing the game over on the West Coast campus. And he's supposed to be back here for Christmas, but it's just me now. New York, Kate Bishop. We're doing great over here. I would love to go to the West Coast at some point. That would be so much fun. Make a little West Coast Avengers team or something. Just a thought. Okay, it's 2:00. At 2:05, I'm gonna start reading. We're gonna do how the Grinch Stole Christmas first. Yeah, sound good? And then we'll jump into The Night Before Christmas. It'll be fun. I should put a figure of Lucky on top of the tree. I mean, he is a star. So, pizza dog. Love him. Kate and Katie take on the West Coast. I love it. Good idea. Have I met Wiccan? That's the wizard guy, right? I've met him once. Kamala said something about him. She's been trying to track down a bunch of younger Avengers. But I'm 23, so all the rest of them are babies. He seems cool though. I would love to team up with him, maybe. I don't know, guys. I've got a stick and a string and fencing. But so did Clint, and I think that's what's great. You don't need superpowers to save the world. We're just normal people doing our thing, you know? Would your favorite character in the Grinch be Max since you love dogs? How did you know? It's definitely Max. He reminds me of Lucky a lot. He's a good dog. Love dogs. D3 still share an apartment? Absolutely. Yeah, Peter's been away for a little bit on a big mission with Tony. But we're hoping to have a little roommate Christmas soon. Little gift exchange thing. It'll be fun. And then, yeah, Yelena is always obsessed with the big tree. So we go and do that. And then, yeah, mac and cheese with hot sauce. It's the way to go. I don't know. That's usually how it goes. We need Yelena on live. I know she hasn't done one in a while. I think the last time she did one was maybe this summer. But I'll talk to her because she'll want to. She's all about that. R.I.P. Sparky. Who's Sparky? I don't know who that is. Oh, does Yelena have any Russian Christmas or New Year's traditions that she shares with you? Okay, one time she did try to get me to try reindeer with her. And then she did that whole thing where she was like, can I do a Yelena impression? I don't know. Yelena has a very specific tone. And yeah. Anyway, she's always like, it's really tough and really chewy and like, you'll love it. And then I tried it and it was awful. And I don't recommend reindeer to anybody unless you really, really want to traumatize yourself. That was not good, especially if Yelena's cooking it. She's great at boxed mac and cheese. Anything pre-made, you know, like stovetop stuffing or like hamburger helper is kind of her max. And I mean, same. That's why I order pizza like once a week. But yeah, I don't know. It's just frozen food. That's a good option. See, they know what's up with branding because they just are like, meals ready to go in 3 minutes. Say hi to Bucky for me. Will do. Yelena said something about her meeting up with him recently. So I guess they're besties now. Did we do Secret Santa yet? So we're still prepping. I can't even remember who I got last year. It's so chaotic. I did get Peter this year, and I'm trying to figure out like what a good gift would be for him. He's really into Legos, but I get like he gets Legos so much. So I'm trying to think. He wouldn't use that. I was gonna say like a Lego arrow might be cool, but like I'd be the one using the arrow, not him. So I don't know if that would be like a good match. I know he but like, you know, if you get like too many Legos, I'm just trying to mix it up. Everyone needs Legos. Have I watched Arcane? Yeah, I was watching that. We're watching the new season still. We've only watched the first 2 episodes, me, Yelena, and Peter. And they keep saying that I sound like that Vi girl. I don't know. Weird. I don't see it. Okay, guys. It's 2:04. Drum roll. We're starting the book. We're going to read. Here we go. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And this book looks bigger than it is because it's 6 by Seuss. Thank you, Clint, for gifting us this great book to read today. We stole this from his kids, so we can thank him for that. Okay. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. And I'll hold the pictures up. Pictures are part of the fun. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. Could be because his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. Someone said sounds like Tony. I've never met Tony, but I believe it. From what Peter's told me, pretty accurate. I used to say it was Clint, and then I remembered that he was being a Grinch because I kind of ruined his Christmas, so I guess that's on me. But we figured it out, and then we had a great Christmas after all. And I saved the holidays because I brought him pizza and a tree, and we watched Christmas movies, and we had a lot of margaritas, and it was great. And then he taught me how to flip a coin, and I still can do it. So thanks, Clint, for that, I guess. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Whos. Staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm, lighted windows below in their town, for he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. Hey, Ezra, how's it going? Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Have I thought of another team up with Daredevil? You know, there's been a lot of new stuff going on with Kingpin lately, and I feel like that might be beneficial for both of us. Yeah. because I think I need somebody else to kind of team up with me for that one, because Kingpin is a lot stronger than I thought he was going to be. But I did take him on my own, and then my mom went to jail. But we figured it out, and it's fine. I'm living with Clint now, and I got 2 roommates, so we're good. Okay, moving on. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming. I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. I love the illustrations in this book. It's like one of my favorite things ever. Have I met Billy Maximoff? Yeah, Kamala's been all over that kid lately. I did meet him the other day. We had like a big like Young Avengers team meeting for the first time. It did go well, so that's good. For tomorrow, he knew, all the Who girls and boys would wake bright and early. They'd rush for their toys, and then, oh, the noise, the noise, the noise, 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 noise. That's the one thing he hated. The noise, 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 noise. You know who else hates noise? Clint. Yeah, it does kind of have a It's a Wonderful Life kind of vibe, May. You're right. Tony's the Grinch and Peter's Cindy Lou Who. I love this, and that's all I'm going to see whenever I read this book now. Thank you for that imagery. Then the Who's, young and old, would sit down to a feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, 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 feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. Okay, real question though. What is everyone's favorite rendition of the Grinch? Do you like the original cartoon? Do you like the Jim Carrey version? Or do you like the newer one? I think that was like, Pharrell Williams was like the narrator, I think, right? And Benedict Cumberbatch was the Grinch. It's like the same thing as the old one, but just like an updated stuff. Lots of Jim Carrey. Okay. New one. Lots of Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's a popular one. Original. I'm an original myself. I like the original way more. But I totally get the appeal of the Jim Carrey one. Cartoon. Yep. The musical. Okay. Musical's different. I like that. Do you live in New York too? If you're a musical fan, there's tons here. You'd love it. Thoughts on the Doctor Strange Benedict Cumberbatch Grinch with the gadgets and the dog? I love that one. I think it's so cute. He's a lot nicer to Max in that one, I feel like, which is very sweet. It is a little weird that Doctor Strange is the voice of that guy, though. They sound very similar, at least. Okay, and then they'd do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Whos would start singing. They'd sing, and they'd sing, and everybody, and they'd sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how? I also feel like the Grinch maybe gives like Thanos core. Like he's like, how do I just stop this? And then he just snaps half the universe. That's a trauma joke for anyone who... Okay, we're gonna move on. Then he got an idea. An awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. This is like the most popular picture in this book, I feel like. I'm pretty sure that's the cover of like the Grinch. Yeah, he's pretty old. The Grinch is a guy. He's a pretty old guy. Your friend's favorite is The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a great one. Have I watched Rogers the Musical? So I did see it when I first got home with my mom for Christmas when it first came out. We went and saw it. It was okay. Clint told me that's not really how it went, and Ant-Man wasn't actually there. So I guess the more you know. They kind of mixed up history a little bit there. But yeah, I mean, good on them. That's pretty cool. I know just what to do, the Grinch laughed in his throat, and he made a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. And he chuckled and clucked, "What a great Grinchy trick! With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick." Okay, but like, can we talk about his skills for a second? Because that's pretty impressive. I'm not great at like sewing stuff. That's why I got the LARPers to make me and Clint's new outfits. But I'm always really impressed. I bet the Grinch is a LARPer. I'm just saying. Branding, you get it, Ashton. Is Lucky scared of the Grinch? You know, we should go to like, sometimes in Times Square, like the Grinch will walk around during Christmas time and you can take pictures with him. I feel like taking Lucky to get a photo with him would be a real test to that question, and I will do it for you this week. And I will report back. Somehow. I don't know. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. He's good at branding. So he called his dog Max, then he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. This is like borderline animal abuse. I'm not about this. Would never do this to Lucky, but I would put Lucky in a sweater. And that is very cute. You took your cat to take photos with the Grinch? I love that. That's so cute. I love Max. I know. I love Max too. I think I said it earlier. He does remind me a lot of Lucky. I wonder if Max likes pizza. I feel like they would get along well. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks and on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Beef with the Grinch. I know. That's what I'm saying. Then the Grinch said, "Giddy up!" and the sleigh started down toward the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. There they go. No, Tony, no. I know, poor Max. He's getting the workout of a lifetime here. If I could pick an Avenger to be roommates with you, Peter, and Yelena, who'd you pick? Okay. If I had to pick, like, an original Avenger, it would be Clint, obviously. We're partners. Plus, like, how cool would it be? Anytime I have a question, he's just, like, there. He does sleep in the vents at our apartment sometimes. We've talked to him about that. They're pretty disgusting because our building manager does not clean them. But, you know, if Clint's gonna clean them while he's up there, then sure. That's great for him. If I had to pick someone that was not on the original Avengers, maybe Kamala, because we've been kind of getting along really well. And she's been, you know, looking for stuff. And yeah, it's cool. Have I ever slept in the vents? Lots of times. Yeah. Especially when Clint decorates them for Christmas, because he puts, like, holly up there. And he has, like, a little mini, like, Charlie Brown tree that he puts up there. It's really cute. All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air, all the Who's were all dreaming sweet dreams without care, when he came to the first little house on the square. "This is stop number 1, the old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. Oh, you and Kamala sound like a super fun combo. I hope so. She just recruited me to this new team she's forming. We still don't have a name yet. If you guys have, like, a good name idea, let us know, because we're kind of... I've been telling them, just like I've been telling Clint, that it's all about the branding, and they're trying to figure it out. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two, then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who's stockings all hung in a row. "These stockings," he grinned, "are the first things to go." The Young Avengers... But I'm like 23, though. I'm getting up there, I guess. If TikTok gets banned, where do you think you'll go? You know, probably Instagram and YouTube are going to be the top. They're all in my bio. I'm also on Snapchat. That's cool if you want to see more of my day-to-day adventures there. That's always fun. Twitch. Yep. Twitch is a good one. Especially they've got Kate Bishop skins, branding in Fortnite. We love that. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present. Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, and plums. And he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimney. Me and Stephen Grant. I've never heard of that guy. He sounds cool, though. He sounds chill. Maybe. I don't know. Tony's the Grinch, Max is Happy, and Cindy Lou Who is Peter. Max is Happy Hogan. I could see it. I could see it. Happy comes over sometimes to talk to us about like Taylor Swift stuff. Because Peter and Happy have like a mini Taylor Swift fan club. It's interesting. I don't really know. Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took the last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. This guy is awful. Are you and Yelena best friends? Yeah, I mean, like, I would say that. We're pretty close. We've been hanging out. It's been fun. We have Christmas traditions, so I'd say that we're pretty good friends. And the Grinch grabbed the tree, and he started to shove, when he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast, and he saw a small Who. Little Cindy Lou Who was no more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter, who'd got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why? Is this all from one house? That's what I'm asking. Like, they have a lot of stuff. Big Christmas celebration at this Who's house, I guess. Cindy Lou Who's supremacy. That's what I'm saying. But you know that old Grinch was so smart and so slick. He thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied, there's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here. Lies. Do I believe in British people? Yeah? We went there once on vacation, me and my mom, so I know they exist. And this fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Not it. It's not the vibe. Then the last thing he took was the log for their fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire, and the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. I think the mouse is in this somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Right at the bottom. Thank you guys so much for the stickers. I appreciate them so much, really, truly. They all go to Peter, so he's going to be so happy. It's a little gift to him. Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouses. No one can say the Grinch isn't hardworking, TBH, all this, but he's a dedicated hater. So true. Oh, thank you guys so much. Seriously, the stickers mean the world. It was 15:15 dawn, all the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze, when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. Why do they have all mice? I know. They gotta get on that. Get pest control. The only color is red. Yeah, it's cool how they did kind of like a monotone vibe. And pink. There's a little pink, but I guess that's like a shade of red. Team Cap or Iron Man? I'm Team Hawkeye, and he was Team Cap. So, yeah. Team Cap, I guess. I wasn't around for that. 3,000 feet up on the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh-pooh to the Who's, he was grinchishly humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up, I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two, then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo. They could get a Flurkin to get rid of the mice, yeah. I learned what a Flurkin was for the first time like a week ago. Those things are so scary. Kamala can take that. I'm going to take Pizza Dog. I prefer Pizza Dog over a Flurkin any day. I have a Clint Funko Pop. Should I get a Kate one so they have a buddy? I say yes. I say go for it. Team Hawkeye's the best. That's what I'm saying. Hawkeye for life, man. That's a noise, Grinch the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low. Then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound was merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry. Very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Oh boy. Here we go, guys. This is where the whole story plot's about to change. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came, but somehow or another, it came just the same. What do I think of Shang-Chi? I have not met Shang-Chi, but I saw him on the news in San Francisco or something. He seemed cool. He seems like a good fighter. We might get him on the Avengers. That'd be cool. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, is a little bit more. That is a very big tree. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one, though. Grinch pulling a 180. See, there's hope for Tony. I know. I'm saying. I should do a team up with Deadpool. I would love to. Maybe like during Halloween or something sometime. Could be fun. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say, that Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And, get ready guys, plot twist. Are you ready? He himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. The end. That's it. Great story. That's one of my favorite ones. I love The Grinch. It's a classic. I feel like you have to read it every year, you know? We had to throw it in there. Does Hawkeye like Lucky? I'm guessing you're asking about Clint, because we're both Hawkeye. But, yeah, he loves Lucky. He didn't like him at first. He was kind of just like, is this your dog? And I was like, no. And then I adopted Lucky, and then we kind of both adopted Lucky. But I'm the sole custody owner of Lucky, if that makes sense. But Hawkeye does love him. Yeah, Clint loves him. I like the Polar Express. That's a good one too. I heard rumors that maybe next week, this mystery guest that everyone's been talking about might read that one. Might be cool. I don't know. Clint's a godparent. God dog parent. Yeah. Cute. I like that. Okay, well, we've got another book to read. I'm going to give it until 2:30 and then we'll start that one. Does that sound okay? And take a sip of water. Hydration. Don't forget. Seriously. There's been a couple missions where I've forgotten, and there was one time I did pass out on mission, and Clint got mad at me. So, water. Important. We love her. The artwork in the Polar Express book is very pretty. I agree. Hot cocoa sounds so good. Maybe I'll make hot cocoa after this. That sounds like a good idea. Favorite arcane character? You know, Vi? I really like Vi. She seems cool. I don't know why. I've just been drawn to her lately. How long have I been working with Clint? Oh gosh, a couple years now. Has it been 3 years? I think it's been 3. This December's 3. Yeah. It's been fun. We're like best friends now. So before he wanted nothing to do with me, and now we see each other all the time. So cool. We love it. Yeah, it's fun. It's a good time. How do I feel about the Thunderbolts? That's Yelena's new team, right? They're cool. Still learning about them. Yelena's kind of been reporting back as it's been happening, so yeah, interesting. Are you going to Clint's farmhouse again? I am. That's tradition at this point, basically. Yeah, we go every year. It's fun. Nightmare Before Christmas, a Christmas... Oh, is The Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas movie? Okay, so my argument is it's more a Halloween movie, just because, like, it's Halloween going to Christmas Town. I feel like if it was Christmas Town coming to Halloween, then I would qualify it as a Christmas movie. But I see both sides. I just see it more as a Halloween movie. I watch it more during Halloween, because it's very spooky. Even though there's Christmas involved with it, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's my answer. Is that a BB-8 ornament? Yeah, that's one of Peter's, actually. Isn't that cute? It's very fun. All right, guys. What do we think? The night before Christmas? Let's do it. It's almost the night before Christmas this week. Does anyone have big Christmas plans or holiday plans coming up? For those of you who don't celebrate Christmas? Our big Christmas plan this year is Christmas Eve, me, Yelena, and Peter are doing like a gift exchange. And then Christmas Day, and I usually go to Clint's in the morning, and then the two of us, after we hang out with his family for a while, Christmas night, we'll go, and Tony throws like a big Christmas party, so we're going to go to that. Like the Avengers holiday party that they have every year. And we do a big Secret Santa. So Peter's getting 2 gifts from me this year because I got him as... I'm his Secret Santa, so he's my, I don't even know what that would be. He's the giftee, and I'm the gifter, I guess. Yeah. Both, I'm celebrating with my sister. I love that. Working Walgreens on Christmas Eve and day and the morning shift. So I hope they go by fast for you so you can have a little time off and enjoy the holiday. Who am I hoping gets me for a Secret Santa? Ooh, probably... I want it to be someone new. I would love to get, like, one of the Guardians of the Galaxy or something. Because I don't really talk with them that much, and I feel like it would be fun to, like, connect with other team members, you know? Give us an excuse to, like, chat. Maybe Gamora? She's cool. All right. The night before Christmas... And by the way, the art in this book is so beautiful, so we will be stopping to look at it because we have to admire the art. It's by Mary Engelbright, the illustrations. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse or an Avenger. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. I don't know if you guys can see, like, it's so pretty. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. Steve could draw that, yeah. From what Clint told me, he was big into, like, his, like, big hobby was art. I thought that was cool. Every once in a while, I'll ask him questions about the Avengers, because I'm just so curious, you know? Like, are you guys curious about that at all? I'm always wondering. Always. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. Leona, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, the illustrations are so beautiful in this one. They put so much detail into it. You can just, like, stare at the pages for hours. Cute robe. Thanks. Actually, my winter coat. I was stopping by the Avengers Tower to do this in between a little run to a Christmas shop. And I forgot to take it off before I started this. So it's on, but, you know. Yeah, everything's so vibrant. I agree. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. I'll pull it closer for you all. Isn't that awesome? I guess every person in these books is Tony to you guys, and I love that. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Love the little elves. It's so cute. Has Lucky met Cosmo or Cosmic, the Guardians of the Galaxy dog? Oh, yeah. Cosmo, I believe. And not yet. I have heard about her. She seems cool. I feel like Lucky and like they would get along. Yeah. Cosmo, the space dog. Lucky has met Goose. He did try to eat Lucky. Goose tried to eat Lucky. And they have not interacted since. So we agreed we would keep them apart because that was a little scary. Yeah. All right. Everybody all together. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. Has Lucky met Jeff? Yes, and Jeff did not try to eat Lucky, so they are allowed to be friends. Jeff the land shark, if anybody doesn't know who we're talking about. He's cool. We love Jeff the land shark. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. Animal Avengers would be pretty cool. You can see like all the presents flying off the sleigh in this one. It's so cool. Oh, the page turned on you guys. Oh no. Was it this one? Yeah. Let's try that again. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. I love how this house has like the old fancy chair coverings and stuff. Very cute. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. I just think this version of the book is so funny because like I love that the elves are just hanging out with him. His face is red, probably from the cold, and he's just very rosy cheeked. I don't know. It is a lot of red though. Yeah, his face is very red. Love that. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Where did you get your coat? You know, that's a great question. I actually don't know. My mom gave it to me as a gift a while back. So, thank you, Mom, I guess. Instagram messaging here. There we go. Got behind. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. The tree kind of matches our tree here. It's very cool. Get more than one utensil now. Listen, I'm one person. One fork is fine, okay? And if Yelena sent you to tell me that, we're going to have words. I have something to say to her. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying a finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. I feel like he would benefit from like a magic arrow or something. If we can get Santa to become a Hawkeye, I feel like that would benefit everybody. He can just like shoot the arrows down the chimney, and then it can, like, it's full of magic, right? And then it explodes, and then like everything's just set up. It would save him so much time. Listen, I feel like me and Clint really should pitch that to him because it might work. It could work. I don't know. Just a thought. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, last page. Ooh. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. And I'm pretty sure there's like a beautifully illustrated last page, so let me check. Yeah, it's all the elves. Oh, and it comes with wrapping paper. That's cute. So if you want to wrap your presents in the little wrapping paper in the back here, you can. Very creative, very fun. The end. That's it. Merry Christmas, guys. I always love reading these books with you all. It's so much fun. Yeah, we've still got about a little under 20 minutes until I have to get going, because I did promise Clint that I would help with dinner preparations tonight for like a Saturday Christmas holiday movie watch party thing that he wants to do with his family. And he said, I'm allowed to come, but I have to bring pizza and help him cook, which I said, that's a bad idea because I'm a horrible cook, but hey, tradition, right? So we're all good. What kind of pizza? Okay, so our favorites are, we love cheese, obviously. Cheese is a good, safe one. We love cheese and pepperoni. We love cheese, pepperoni, and black olive. And basically, as long as it's not pineapple, we're good. Because Clint doesn't like pineapple on his pizza. It's fun. Has my sister been over lately? No. We don't really talk that much anymore. It's kind of complicated. So, yeah, I mean, maybe at some point, but maybe I should call her. It's the holidays. I'll think about it. Well, I'll get on it. Where is Jeff? He's with Gwenpool right now, on the West Coast. And I'm back in New York, so. Did it snow by any of you, by the way? It snowed a lot yesterday, and yeah, we got a lot. It's been pretty, though, until, you know, they shoveled the streets, and then it gets that kind of, like, icky, gross, disgusting dirt snow vibe. How will I be celebrating the new year? Okay, so, really cool thing. Iron Man was talking to the, like, New York head department people, whatever, whoever runs like the ball drop every year, and they actually want us to be a part of it this year and be the people to shoot the top of the New Year's ball so that it starts to drop. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be publicly announced, but I will be there, and that will be cool. And then I'm gonna go to a New Year's party hosted by Kamala Khan, so that'll be fun. No snow in California. That is true. That's what Peter's been telling me. He's been working on the West Coast campus this week. Kat, thank you so much. Sending you holiday love. Can I lift Mjolnir? You know, I haven't tried. I'm a little scared to try. I don't know if that's a question I really want answered, but I'm so curious, so I would love to find out at some point. If anyone has any good connections with Thor, let me know. I guess I could ask Clint. He's like a direct. But he went off-world, and we haven't been really in contact with him lately, so I don't know. I'm a little confused. I guess we'll figure it out. He has a cooking show? You know, Peter was telling me about that. He was a guest on the cooking show once. They made like a pasta or something. It was like pasta day. It was a couple of years ago. Do I have a favorite Christmas song? It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams is up there. That's a good one. Great one. That's one of Clint's favorites too, which is good because usually I'm playing stuff around him and then he gets annoyed. So, yeah. Have you watched any Russian New Year's movies with Yelena? There's so many good ones. I have not, and I would love to hear any suggestions, and I will bring them to Yelena and see which ones she says are her favorite, and we'll watch them together. That sounds like so much fun. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree is your favorite? That's a great one. That's a really fun one, actually. I think we were listening to that when we were doing our, like, little mini Save the Holidays thing at my aunt's place. Yeah. Who's the mystery guest gonna be? I know, and Peter knows. You guys will have to guess. I haven't met this person before, maybe once or twice or maybe 3 times. Eventually in the future, someday. But you'll have to come on next Saturday and see. Same time, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Did I get Yelena anything for Christmas? Of course. Yeah, we're doing a gift exchange, just me and the roomies. So it's going to be me, Peter, and Elena on Christmas Eve. And yeah, what did I get Elena? You know when you like wrap a gift and then you forget what you got them? That's kind of what happened. Every year I've gotten her like last year I got her like a multi-pack of hot sauces because I was like, there's so many hot sauces besides sriracha. You gotta try something new. This year I'm gifting her like 20 boxes of Annie's mac and cheese because I want her to try something other than Kraft. And then also I did get her like a gift card to Altered State because she's been looking for like new vests. Mm-hmm. Oh, and an eyeshadow palette, like a green eyeshadow palette, because she's been kind of testing out some like fun little eyeliner things now. And she was saying she wanted colors, so. Oh, a hot sauce ornament would be cute. That's very fun. Which one do I like more, building a snowman or ice skating? Okay, so building a snowman is cool. I think I prefer ice skating just because like, yeah, I did a lot of like gymnastics growing up, and it's not similar to that at all because you're on ice. But I always had wished that I picked up figure skating, and I feel like if I were to pick up like a new sport hobby, that would be it. Because it's kind of similar to like the fencing gymnastics sort of vibe. Plus, it's fun to watch them during the Winter Olympics. Bye, May. Merry Christmas. Thanks for stopping in. I want snow so bad, but I live in Louisiana. Yeah, the warm states will do that to you. But at least you're not cold. Do you think it'll be a white Christmas in New York? Oh, I hope so. We haven't gotten a white Christmas in New York in a while, I don't think. I can't even remember the last time. That would be nice. It did snow yesterday, so hopefully it snows again, but not a lot. That'd be cool. Please tell the other Avengers I'm getting a whole collection dedicated to them. I will let them know when I eventually talk to them. I'm trying to get in. Clint, like, needs to let me in. I see them all the time, and I have some of their phone numbers, but none of them want to hang out unless Clint's there, so. Or Peter. Peter's, like, the deciding factor, I guess. Does Peter like the snow? He likes the snow in concept. He did tell me that it does make it a little bit harder for him to swing a lot, because, like, it freezes over some of the buildings, and then it's, like, harder to swing sometimes. But yeah, he does like the snow, I guess. Except for when it makes him cold. We gotta get that boy some thermals. He's constantly freezing. Tell Clint he's your favorite Avenger. He's my favorite Avenger too! I will be sure to tell him. He always rolls his eyes, and I'm like, dude, like, you're an icon. Man up, take the compliment. If anyone wanted to be an Avenger, do you have any advice on how to become one? Okay, so, this is how I became one. I kind of don't recommend this method because it's kind of chaotic and really bad. But, yeah, the heaters in Peter's suit, exactly. But yeah, if you were to become an Avenger, this is what I did. So I went to a black market auction and I stole a suit that did not belong to me, and then that in turn got me in trouble with the tracksuit mafia. And then Hawkeye showed up, which was cool, and then it turns out the suit was directly related to him, so, you know, he had to hang out with me because then I was tied to the suit, and the tracksuit mafia were trying to get to me, and now we're besties, so I guess my suggestion would be, but also don't do this, find some way to just become a problem and get them into your life. I don't know. That's how I would do it. That's how I did it. Yeah, and Clint's still kind of mad about it. But we saved Christmas, and that's all that matters. Okay. Yay. How's Yelena and Clint's friendship going? Do they still hate each other? No, they've been way better. Yeah. I think, you know, having that little like heart to heart on the ice and talking about Nat has really helped them kind of figure things out. And yeah, it's been better. It's been better. Not perfect, but better. Hey, Andy, good to see you on Instagram. Hope you're having a great day. Who's my favorite Avenger besides Clint? Great question. Can I say Clint a second time? No, I'm kidding. Let's think. If I had to pick one, I feel like I'm obligated to say Natasha, just because if I don't, Yelena will hurt me. No, I'm kidding. But also, she was best friends with Clint, and I would have loved to meet her. She seemed really sweet and cool, and yeah, she's still around. She's just like constantly busy. I've met her like once, but I would like to meet her more, if that makes sense. Yeah. My favorite part about you taking down the tracksuits was you accidentally shrinking that truck. Yeah, we still don't know what happened to those guys. They got picked up by that owl, and we haven't seen them since. Oh my god, that's cool. It's like a little like heart target. Very on theme for Hawkeyes. I love that. That's very cool. Thank you. Thank you, Janaya, for the sticker. That's cool. For the gift on TikTok. How are Peter's driving lessons going? I honestly don't know. I don't know how to drive either because I grew up in New York and there's really no need to know how to drive because public transit is like all you need. So I really couldn't tell you how his driving lessons are going because I don't even know if he's doing it right. Good on him if he's trying to get that for an ID, I guess. In New York, we're due for snow Christmas, so cross my fingers for a while for a white Christmas. Cross my fingers for you too, and for me because I'm there. Yeah, we haven't had a white Christmas in a bit, and it would be nice to have some snow in New York. I haven't looked at the weather at all, so thank you for the update. I will be keeping an eye on it now. Do I consider myself the leader of the Young Avengers? Okay, so when Kamala's not around, yeah, Kamala's kind of the one who like brought us all together, but I am the oldest, so I kind of guess that makes me the babysitter of the group. Yeah. So yeah, I sort of. Do I know Rio Vidal? I don't know who that is, no. Have I met Doctor Strange? Yeah, a couple times. There were a few times that I messed up on some things, and really needed some help with some stuff, and Peter brought me to ask him for some help, and he seems just really grumpy, and yeah, I try not to bother him if I don't have to because he's got a lot going on, it looks like. Yeah. Let's see, I'm trying to like do some on Instagram, some on TikTok. Can you tell Clint I have a huge Hawkeye collection? Will do. He's going to be, see, I'm still trying to convince him of better branding. He's been a little bit better about it, but if I tell him that, it will definitely help push my point. So I will take you up on that, and I'm going to let him know. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Who's my favorite Guardian of the Galaxy? When they come down for the, like, Avengers holiday party thing, I've really clicked with Gamora. I feel like she's cool. She kind of reminds me of Yelena a little bit. And Groot, always a classic. He's grown up a lot. He's now like super swole. But I did see him when he was a baby a few times, and he was cool when he was a baby. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Gemma. Also, I love that. I love your profile picture. I think that might be me. I can't really see it very well, but I love that so much. And that's why Clint needs better branding, because your profile picture is of me and not Clint. That's all I'm saying. How does it feel to be on a team with someone who's technically 3 years old? Weird. Yeah, he was explaining that. Billy was explaining that to us, and I was like, okay. But he doesn't act like a 3-year-old. He acts like a 16-year-old. So yeah, it'll be interesting, I guess. I'm curious to see how that goes. your favorite is Mantis and Groot and Star-Lord. Those are good ones, Nina. Everyone's so fun from the Guardians. Like, they just want to, like, party and have a good time, you know? It's cool. Yeah. Do you know if Bucky or Yelena... What? Do I know what? Oh, if they're hanging out in the Thunderbolts. I don't really know what's going on with their team. I'm going to be completely honest. Yelena kind of reports back, doesn't tell me much, and then if I ask her any questions, she says it's because it's classified and she can't tell me. So, yeah, I'm very curious to know more when she gets back for the holidays and she lets me in on her little secrets there. So, yeah, that'd be cool. Does Clint still turn his hearing aids off so he doesn't have to listen to you all the time? Literally all the time. It's so annoying. Like, dude, if you don't want to talk to me, just, like, make a boundary, I guess. I would probably still keep talking, which is probably why he turns his hearing aid off. So I guess I don't blame him. But, yeah. Where is Rogue? I don't know who Rogue is. I guess I could ask the team. Maybe she's in a new Avenger? Yeah. Does Yelena feel like a sister to you? I would say yes. Yeah, I would say so. We hang out a lot. I love her a lot. And, you know, it's kind of nice to, like, I could see us being, like teammates, like, partners, like, kind of like the new Hawkeye and Black Widow. I feel like that could go really well. We're like we're the new ones. We're cool. We're cool like that. Where is Pizza Dog? Pizza Dog's here. Yeah, Lucky. He's just in the other room. His bed's in the other room, and I think he was getting a little tired of sitting on the tile floor, so. I have to walk the dog in a few minutes. Okay, so actually I should walk the dog. So I will take one more question from TikTok, one more question from Instagram, and then I do have to go because I have to walk the dog, and then I really have to go because Clint wanted me to do food prep with him for tonight, so. I know. It's crazy these lives go by so fast sometimes. Favorite Christmas gift, this is the Instagram question, that I've ever gotten, probably Clint gave me like a whole pack of different trick arrows one time, and to top it all off, guys, he did label them. So that was really helpful. And favorite gift that I've ever given, honestly, probably getting Clint his new suit, his new suit from the LARPers. That was pretty top tier. Because he just looks so good in that. And like I said, branding. It's all about the branding. And, okay, the TikTok question, what is your favorite trick arrow? I have so many. If we're going for, like, funny trick arrows, confetti is really fun at parties. Everyone always asks you to shoot the confetti trick arrow, and that's a good one. I also do have a soft spot in my heart, for the Pym arrow, just because it's really useful if someone is coming to fight you and you just shoot the Pym arrow at them and then they shrink down. And I think I would love to find a way to get more Pym arrows, so I'm hoping to get in touch with Ant-Man or someone related to him, so we can make more, because that would be cool. Something about, like, Pym particles, and Clint was saying, like, we have to be careful because there's only a few of them left. So we don't have many Pym arrows right now, but we're working on it. Yeah. All right, guys, I really do have to get going. I have to walk Lucky. But Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. And I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and a great celebration this month. Stay safe, stay warm, and yeah, I'll see you next time. And stay tuned for next week for the surprise guest, I guess. Bye, guys. Thanks for letting me read to you. Have a great day. Bye, TikTok.